because we've had some technical difficulties going live, and we are going to try again. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take my Bowdabra Bow Wire, I fold it in half, and I'm going to lay it down into my Bowdabra. And just so you guys know, tonight we're going to make 4 different wreaths. I'm going to make 3, and then Joette's going to join us, and she's going to make 1. So hopefully this is all going to work out. But like I said, we've had some funny technical difficulties tonight. So I'm going to start by making a big door bow. So I'm going to take my mesh, and I'm just going to fold the bottom over so that it's not all fraying. So it gets rid of the fray. And all I'm doing is just scrunching this into my big Bowdabra. And just scrunch it all. And again, I'm going to take this and just scrunch this in here. So it looks like we made it live. I'm not seeing the comments, but hopefully those will come soon. And Joette can read them to me if I don't see them. Now, I've got a really full table because we are literally going to make a door bow and 4 different wreaths and a mini lantern swag tonight. So you guys have a full live coming ahead. And we're going to even make a bunny wreath too. So this is just like so fun. And I'm so excited that we finally got everything straight. So I want to thank you guys very much, and let me know where you're watching from. And we gave away a free roll of ribbon earlier today when we went live, but we're going to do it again. And if you're watching the replay, no problem. We're going to pick a winner from the replay as well, so you don't lose out. And we are going to announce that next week in our Monday live. So I'm just going to lay my florals down in here, and I'm just kind of separating them as I lay them in. I'm going to lay that down in here. So all I do is like separate my stems out. Lay this in here, and then I'm going to take my daisy ribbon, and we're just going to fold it back and forth. And we'll keep folding. So this is a new time for us. We normally don't do our lives this late, but the software that we use updated, and I'm still making a mess of it. So we're learning. I'm learning as we go. So I hope you guys are still awake to join us. And in Las Vegas, it's still only 6 o'clock, but I know on the East Coast, it's about 9 o'clock. And go ahead, Joette.
We have Cheryl from North Carolina, Kathy.
Hi, Cheryl, and hi, Kathy.
Kathy's from Tennessee.
Hi, Kathy.
Ontario, Canada in the house, Pam.
Awesome. Joette, can you play with this and see if you can get me the...
Sure.
And Joette is now running the software, and this is her first time. And don't forget to stay on till the end so you can see the wreath that Joette is going to make. Very, very cool. Oh, awesome. Now I can see the comments. All right, now I'm really excited. Kathy from Tennessee and Pam from Ontario. And
Maria from Florida.
And so we've got lots of people joining us. We're just going to fold this back and forth and keep going. So you can see we have some, like this is just going to be a huge door bow that's so super simple to make. And do you remember how to do the text overlays that we showed you?
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
And now I'm going to fold this back over. So this is a really cool software that we have, but you have to know what you're doing to make it run. And I obviously didn't because I messed everything up. So we have Sean from Omaha, Nebraska, and Mary from Texas. And oh, that's right, don't forget to say that you want to win. And also, if you're watching the replay, make sure you let me know where you're watching from and that you want to win. And just in case, I don't even think I said it, in case you guys are wondering, I'm Sandy Sandler, and I'm the creator of the Bowdabra. And we do lives every Monday. And normally we do them at 4 p.m. Pacific. And 4 p.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. Eastern, but we're doing it a little different tonight. And so I am going to find my Bowdabra Bow Wire.
Can you see the text on your end?
I'm sorry?
Can you see the text? I don't think
No, I can't see it. And now I'm going to take this up here, and I'm just going to pull this through my slip knot and pull it really tight. Whoops, looks like I lost one of my, so I'm going to loosen this up. There's so much in the Bowdabra right now, so I kind of lost a flower. So all I'm doing is putting it through the bow wire. Now I'm going to pull everything really tight so it stays in my Bowdabra. And give it one more pull. Now pull it out, and this is what I love, is I'm not struggling because it's already been tied very tightly with the wire. So, and we have Pam and Wendy from Maine, and we have Linda from Greenwood, Arkansas. And so now we've got, I'm just going to shape everything out. So I'm going to take all of my loops and I'm just sort of bringing them, pulling them apart. And you can see how it's super, super simple. And like I said, we still have 4 wreaths we're going to make tonight. Joette, did you have a question?
Oh, I wanted to say hi to Arkansas. Hello, Linda Sue. I'm from Central Arkansas.
And Joette is visiting me from Arkansas. And what did I do with my mic? Oh my gosh, can everybody hear me? The mic's on the floor. That's so funny. Okay, here's my mic. So I'm going to put my mic back on. It'll probably be a little easier to hear me. And I'm going to continue fluffing. And it's just been one of those days today where everything that's supposed to happen isn't happening the way it's supposed to. But anyway, so I'll show you this from the front, and you can see how absolutely super simple but beautiful this door wreath or door bow looks. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is, I'm not seeing it, I think I'm holding it funky. Oh, it's because it's the overhead shot. We need the front. Oh, you did switch it? Okay. So I'm going to put this to the side, and we are going to make one of the wreaths that we promised we would make. That's still showing, it's showing overhead, so we need to work on that. We're still on the overhead here. We've got 2 cameras, and we just need to be switching them back and forth so you guys can see what we're doing. So what we've got here, oh great, Cheryl, thank you. And Susan for telling me that you can hear me. So what we've done is we've taken all of the burlap, and we used a 4-inch wide burlap ribbon, and we just wrapped it around our wreath frame. And we're going to put this aside, and now I'm going to make the bow for this wreath. It's a super, super simple bow. And I'm going to take this and fold it in half. And whoopsie daisy, get caught on everything here. And lay this down into the Bowdabra and tuck the end underneath. Oh, thank you, Constance, for joining us. I really appreciate it. So now what I'm going to do is make my tails. So I have a tail here. And I'm going to take another tail and lay that down in here. And take my other ribbon, because we're going to use all of these ribbons in our bow. Lay that down in there. And then what I'm going to do is take all of my, my florals, and we're going to lay these going in opposite directions. And I'm going to now make a loop using my burlap. And take the right side, put that down in here, and scrunch this down. And I don't know why we're not getting the front-facing camera, but we're not. And so now what I'm going to do is make my loops using these two beautiful, actually I think I'm going to put the green on top. Just going to twist it and fold it back over. And Joette, can you put the text in there, please?
I can't get it to go in.
Okay, and now I'm going to just fold this over. And I guess we're just a technical glitch tonight, but I want to thank all you guys for hanging in there with us. And we're going to fold and twist. And we're going to just take this back. And fold and twist and fold it. And I want to thank everybody for joining. Oh, and also for sprinkling. Donna, thank you so much. I really appreciate when you share. It means a lot to me because that's how we grow our Bowdabra audience and get more people to know about the Bowdabra. And then we also, I'm going to just leave these down like tails. And then I'm going to take my little piece of burlap and add my little flower to the center. And I just love this because it's so simple and you can just throw everything into the Bowdabra. So you don't need glue or white glue or anything or tape or anything to put everything together. So we're going to pull this really tight in the Bowdabra and pull it out. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Sandy. I'm the creator of the Bowdabra, and we do these lives every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern. But tonight, we seem to have had a few little glitches. So we are doing it a little later tonight. And every Monday we pick a winner, but if you're watching the replay, and I'm gonna just dovetail the ends here, and give this a good dovetail. And so I can just kind of separate these. I'm gonna separate these loops out here so you can see the pretty ribbon that we used. And the overhead camera's just not working? The front facing, I mean?
It's switching on me, but it's not showing it on you.
It's not switching here, so that's bizarre.
I'm seeing it.
Maybe, can you go up to default view? Sorry, you guys, but we are having a few little technical issues, which I'm going to probably be saying all night. Up at the right, up top left, there's a default.
There it is.
There?
Default. It's on default.
Okay. Are there any other options there that you can click on?
Old and interview.
Try new screen. See what happens. We might end up with something totally different. I'm just going to tie this off. And I think I'm just going to tie a knot. I'm trying to be fancy and tie a bow, but I think I'm not doing very well with that. Hi, Bobby. And now I'm just going to bring this around and bring these down. And let's do this here and bring this one around here. And I will just show this to you with the overhead camera. And you can see how really pretty and how super fast and simple it was to make this wreath. So I'm going to kind of hold this for you guys to see, and I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to make a mini lantern swag. So, I'm sorry, Joette?
The sound.
The sound's not working?
It's not you, it's just one.
Oh, okay, so we're having trouble with the sound. Donna, thank you so much. And oh my gosh, you're watching from Wales. It is totally the middle of the night there. So now I'm going to take my wire and we're going to make a mini lantern swag. So what I'm going to do is take my magnolia and we're just going to lay that down. Now on this one, we're going to have to separate these because the mini they're very tight in the mini. Whoops, I just broke my leaf. And then what I'm gonna do.
Is yours frozen?
No, mine's going. And now what I'm gonna do is just lay this in here. Look, I mean, this is our night for technical difficulty. I have no idea what's going on. And lay that in there. And then I'm gonna take my little flowers and I'm just gonna bring those in here. And then I'm gonna take my my peach, Amelia, and ribbon. And I'm going to, thank you, Sally. And I'm going to just twist it. I'm sewing overhead. I'm not sure what that means, but I might be we're showing overhead. Exactly, I bet that's what you were trying to say. And yes, the overhead is working, so you just won't see me, but that's okay. It's more important that you see what I'm creating than that you see me. And now it looks like it just froze. So we're gonna just keep going. Fold this over here. And then I'm gonna take my wand and give everything a good scrunch. And Susan, been trying to watch for 27 hours, but I'm going to get off here maybe next time. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Jill, thank you. Were you having problem, were you on the earlier live, Jill? So now I'm gonna pull this out and separate the ends, bring them around to the back, and we're just gonna tie a knot and double knot it. And I wish we had the forward camera. It's so funky that we don't. And we're gonna just shape out our loops and bring this here, bring down our tails, and kind of give everything a good shaping. Bring this out around there. And then what I can do, it's a little funky to do it this way, but I'm just going to, so you can see what I'm doing, I'm just gonna tie this on here and tie a knot and double knot it. And so that, we'll try to show this to you from the overhead view. And now you have your beautiful little lantern swag that we made literally in the mini Bowdabra. So isn't that cool and so super simple to make? So I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to show you a fun little trick for making a bow using, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start by actually making this wreath here. Because I said we were going to make 3 different wreaths and I want to make sure we get them all in. So what we did here, and I did this on the earlier live, so I'm going to just take it apart a little bit and show you guys how we made this. So this has a basket weave on it. So what I'm going to do, Sally, you have the Bowdabra and you just got the mini one last week. Awesome. Yeah, the mini, it's just amazing what you can also do with the mini. So what we're doing here, we're going to go over, under, under, and this is a Dollar Tree frame, and the rope, we got 4 strands of rope at Dollar Tree. So it's a really fun, simple way. Bring this back over, under, and over, and then I'm just gonna tuck this in here to get it out of the way. And you have this great wreath. I keep wanting to show it to the front camera, but we don't have a front camera. So now I'm going to put this aside.
Bobby says, I would have never thought to add floral to a bow maker.
Oh, I know, Bobby. Isn't it great? It's so super easy. And now I'm going to grab some Bowdabra bow wire, and we're going to make the bow for, and you know why it really works, Bobby, with the Bowdabra is because, I'm going to fold this in half, because if you're not familiar with the Bowdabra, underneath here, we have springs. So it's going to automatically adjust to what we put in. The mini is exactly the same way, but it has the springs that keep it taut. So now what I'm going to do is take my my eucalyptus. Let's make sure I put these in the right way. And then I'm going to take the other flowers and lay those down in here. And take my roses. And you can see what I've done is just separated them to put them into the Bowdabra. Then I'm going to take this ribbon here and make our tails out of this. So we have our tails in here. Let me just tuck the wire underneath so I don't lose it. And then what I'm going to do is take my Amelia ribbon and I'm just going to fold this in half and go to the center here. And I'm actually going to put the right side down. So when I bring this back over, I'll have a loop here and a tail. And on this side, I'll have a loop and a tail. And I want to make sure that my loops are the same. So I'm just going to check those out, and they are. And now I'm going to take my butterfly ribbon. I'm going to twist. I'm going to fold it back over. And we have Shauna from Delaware. Thank you so much. And I want to make another wreath after this. And when we do the next wreath after that, we will announce the winner. And remember that if you're watching the replay, we will have a winner on our Monday Live next week from anybody who watched the replay, whether it be on Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook. We will pick a winner from one of those three places. So push that through here, bring this back up, pull it through my slip knot, and pull it tight while it's still in my Bowdabra. Take it out. So what I love about this is I don't have to glue. It's just super easy. Fold it over. And, oh, Lupa, thank you. Oh, I can't wait to see. And Bobby, definitely join our Bowdabra fan gallery and show us what you create, because we have some great, great people in our fan gallery that come up with just awesome ideas. Let's put this here. And I'm almost looking blurry to me a little bit. And bring this around there. And then what I'm going to do is take my scrunchy ribbon, and because I just need something to curl it on, and curl that up there. Do the same thing here with my ends. And bring this one. So, oh, Lupa, are you from Sarasota, Florida? Cool. And we have Shauna from Delaware. And pull that out there. So we have all of these just get curled. And Joette looks like she's trying to tell me something.
No, we're good. I just told that camera to switch.
Okay, well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oops, let me try curling this again. So we're just going to curl this around. And there we go there. And bring all of our loops. Then what I'm going to do is take my wreath frame here, and I'm going to grab my Bowdabra Bow Wire, and I'm going to just tie this onto my wreath frame. So you can see how absolutely simple this is to do. And tie it off. And there you have. I wish I could hold it up for you. It's so frustrating. You guys have no idea. And there we have our beautiful wreath. Isn't that super simple? So, and I want to thank everybody that's been joining our Bowdabra fan gallery. It's been so fun seeing your projects. So now I have another wreath. You know what? I'm going to make the next wreath next week. I'm going to do next week on the live, I'm going to make a bunny wreath and show you a really cool Dollar Tree hack. I'm going to make one more bow here, and then Joette is going to come over, and Joette's going to make a wreath, and she's going to make a little rag bow for you. So I'm going to take this, take my Bowdabra Bow Wire, and we're just going to show you a really simple bow. And Joette is going to make a really cool wreath where she just sticks tons of silks into the Bowdabra. I'm going to tuck the ends underneath. And now I'm just going to make a really simple bow. I guess it's a simple bow based on what we've been making tonight, but it's not a simple bow if you don't have a Bowdabra. We're just going to fold these back and forth, put one more loop here, and then I'm going to take my pink, put that in there, and take my pink gingham, and all we're going to do is just fold it back and forth and keep folding it back and forth, and then I'm going to add my yellow gingham, which I just love. I think these colors are so springy and fun. Shauna, thank you so much for watching, and definitely comment and say hi in the replay. And I believe that we have a winner coming up that will be announced very soon.
We do.
And I will tell you who the winner is as soon as I know. And we'll pull this over here and keep folding back and forth. Let's make these loops just a little bit smaller. Oops. And bring this back over. So all we're doing is folding and twisting, and don't forget to stay on because Joette's going to be over here in just a minute, and she's going to show you. I'll just make a little half loop there. I'm just going to clip my ribbon a little bit here, and I will take my wand, give everything a really good scrunch, take my Bowdabra bow wire, pull it through, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. Then I'm going to separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and tie a knot. And I'm going to just take my center loop and bring that to the middle. Bring this here, bring that around, this around here. And I'm going to switch, yes, Dret?
We have a winner.
We have a winner, awesome, congratulations, Donna Harrison. Definitely PM Bowdabra, and we will let us know what color scrunchy ribbon you want, because the winner gets a roll of our Bowdabra scrunchie. And bring this here, bring this around there, bring that, and now just kind of shape the outside loops and curl that under here. And you have a really pretty, super, super simple bow. So I'm gonna move away because Joette is supposed to be here right now. I've only been giving her, I've only been telling her to come over. So we've got Joette coming over, and I'm so excited. We have our winner. And again, if you didn't win tonight, you have a second chance to win starting next week. So I'm going to put this aside, and if you watch the replay, say where you're from and that I want to win. And I'm going to take my mic off, and I'm going to put it on the table, and Joette's going to talk really loud, and I'm going to switch places with her and let her come in.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Joette from the Bowdabra design team, and I'm going to make a wreath tonight. I'm going to show you how simple it is to make in the Bowdabra, but first I believe I have a little rag bow waiting for me to make for you. So I'm going to go ahead and do that using the mini Bowdabra. And can everybody hear me okay? All right, we're going to make this little coral rag bow, and I've got a bead, and I've already strung it onto the Bowdabra bow wire. I'm going to place that down in my mini Bowdabra, tuck one end underneath because the bead will hold the other part out of my way. And I'm going to be using 6-inch strips of a sheer ribbon, and I'm going to be using this lace ribbon 6-inch strip as well. And I'm just going to, I can do them together, double, or I can separate them. I think I'm going to double them. I'm going to pinch them and place them down in the mini. With that separated, so it's just going to be mismatched here. And I'm going to continue until I get all these pieces down in the mini, every other one, and kind of push them and separate them as I go in so they'll be easier to fluff. One more. Oh, I had an extra. I thought I had 6 of each, maybe that's why. And then I have this piece of 18-inch ribbon, and I'm going to fold it in half, place it down in the mini. Oh, I'm going to put it upside down in the mini, and then I'm just going to make 2 loops and 2 tails. Here comes the magic. I don't know where the scruncher is. There it is. Scrunch it down, make sure you have it even. And then we're going to take our Bowdabra bow wire ends and string them through the loop with the bead. Give it a good tug. Hold on to it real tight. Pull it out. Separate your ends. Flip it over and tie it up. Just like so. And then I'm going to give it a little fluff. And you have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little rag bow out of the mini Bowdabra. So let's get to the big wreath.
This is going to be really cool, you guys.
I've got this oval grapevine.
She says it's hard to hear you.
I've got this oval grapevine. Let's see if, can you hear me now? Any better?
We'll see.
Okay, and I'm going to take my large Bowdabra and another length of Bowdabra Bow Wire. And I'm going to place it down in the large Bowdabra and start placing greenery down in our Bowdabra. I have a bunch of different pieces of greenery. These came from a bush that I clipped off. So you're going to fold some of it in half. I want to make it where you can see me. It's probably going to look upside down to you, but we'll flip it around and you'll see. I've got some fern leaves from a bush, and I fold it in half and place it down in the Bowdabra. I've got a couple of these little bushes, and I fold some back, place one on this side and one on this side. This is going to balance it out easier at the end when it's fluffing. Here we go again. Fluff or fold and place it down in the Bowdabra. Now you have pieces going this way and this way. Here's a bush. I'm going to do the same thing. Fold it in half and place it down in the Bowdabra one direction. It can do that. And here's another one. Going to go the opposite direction. We have everything crisscrossing now. I have some eucalyptus. I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half, and it's going to go up and down. So I have pieces going this way and this way. And last piece is some baby's breath, and I'm going to place it down where it's in the center as well. We're going to make a bow now. And I had a tail. We're going to make a bow, and then we're going to finish this wreath off. It's really fast, no hot glue necessary. I'm going to dovetail my end, give it a small tail, place it down in the Bowdabra, and we're going to do a little twist and fold. So twist our ribbon and fold, twist and fold until we get to the end. And if you noticed, I've got Easter egg ribbon. This is our Bowdabra Egg-tastic ribbon. It's available online in our Bowdabra store. We'll have links posted later for it. Twist and fold. I'm keeping my loops all the same length right now. Twist and fold. And I'm gonna do one more, I believe. And I'm just gonna lay it in there flat because it's the last one. All right. Going to place this purple flower in the center. Gonna give it a good scrunch and tie it up real tight with our Bowdabra bow wire. So I'm going to pull out the loop and I'm going to put my ends through the loop, hold on to it tight, and remove it from the Bowdabra. Going to keep pulling it tight and flip it over to tie it. Once I have it nice and tight.
Isn't it amazing, everybody, how she can just put all of that right in the Bowdabra? So you're not struggling and not worried about hot glue or anything, because you can make the entire swag to attach to your wreath in the Bowdabra.
And that's the good thing. This could have been a centerpiece. It could be a swag. It can be anything, but I make these swags and put them on wreaths. So I'm going to separate some of these greens and I'm going to tie this to our wreath. And then we'll do one more fluffing and shaping and you'll have a beautiful, complete wreath. So tie it up real tight. And then fluff and shape. I'll try to get it so it goes the right direction for you. You want to just separate your greens and pull your florals apart and fluff your loops. And I want to curl my tails. I don't know where Sandy's scrunchy ribbon is, so. Oh, it's right next to me. So we're going to forget we had a dovetail on there and just have a curled bow. But I can't really tell without standing up, so I think it looks like it's all done. But we have this beautiful, easy, and simple wreath done in the Bowdabra, and it's big.
Isn't that gorgeous, Joette? Thank you so much. It was so awesome having you as a special guest. Everybody, definitely thank Joette for being here. And we will see everybody next week on our live. Hopefully all of our technical difficulties will be gone by then. Thank you so much for watching. And bye, everybody.